Hello and welcome back to the Geordie Pig Investor channel, and today I'm going to be going through some really exciting news with you all as Robinhood finally hits the UK scene. And before we get started, if you are thinking of opening an account up, I'm going to go through all the positives and negatives today, but you will receive a free share worth between $7 and $170 by only depositing $1 if you use the link in the description down below. Let's get on to the video. So what is Robinhood? Robinhood is a financial services company that offers commission-free trading of stocks, options, and exchange-traded funds, also known as ETFs. The company was founded back in 2013 by Vlad Tenev and Baju Bhatt, two Stanford University students, interestingly enough. Robinhood gained a lot of popularity very quick among young investors as they were attracted to the very low fees that they were offering compared to a lot of competitors at the time. As of 2022, Robinhood actually has over 22.5 million registered users, and it was valued at over £8 billion. So going off of those figures, it's going to be a fairly reliable company. However, it did have a little bit of a bumpy ride back in 2021 because there was an issue with a short squeeze over the GameStop stock. And there's actually a Netflix film on it called Dumb Money, which I'd really recommend you watch if you are interested in stocks and shares and that sort of thing. It has seemed to have recovered since then very well, and it remains a really popular trading platform. So they decided that they wanted to come across to the UK and get involved over here, which is great for all of us guys. So interestingly, the payment for order flow is not allowed in the UK, so Robinhood can only make its money off of their gold subscriptions. It's going to give users additional perks or from interest on the deposits. So we'll move on to what the positives and negatives are of the Robinhood app, as I have gone through it all and I'm going to bring them to you now. So the first positive of the Robinhood app is there is no commission fees or foreign exchange fees on the trades. So you'll be paying no commission at all, which is really good because some of the UK stock exchanges right now, they'll make you pay, so it's much better to have no fees at all, although there is some also that don't have any fees, and we will get onto that in a minute. There is also access to over 6,000 global companies listed on the US market. You will actually receive 5% daily interest on uninvested cash, which I may add is above majority of the UK banks right now, so that is really good to see. All cash deposits are eligible for Federal Deposit Insurance Cooperation Insurance of up to 2.25 million, which is a lot more than what the UK offer, as you're protected up to 85,000 in the UK on cash. This, because it is coming over from America, you actually are able and eligible to have up to 2.25 million. So if you are an investor with a lot more money, this may be a safer platform if you're to use a general investing account. It doesn't require a monthly fee or account minimum to open or maintain an account. So by this, it means all you got to do is put in $1 into the account, and that is it. The account is open and it will stay open forever. If you take that money out and there's nothing in there, it doesn't want you to continue to pay a fee for it to stay open, and it won't automatically close. It'll just be there and open forever. You can also trade in fractional shares, and it has a 24-hour trading window 5 days a week. So you can actually trade when the stock market is closed overnight. It is healthy competition for other brokerages like Free Trade, Trading 212, Hargreaves and Lansdown, and it can help fellow competitors up their game. Finally, the app isn't slow or seems to have any bugs thus far from when I have used it. So that's the positives I've got from Robinhood platform, and I'm going to go on to the negatives now and then sort of do an overall my personal opinion on it. But like I say, if you are wanting to get a free share worth between $7 and $170, make sure you go in the comment section, click on my link, and then you will actually get access to a free share by only having to deposit that $1. So definitely worth doing, especially with it being a new platform and that offer is on right now. So we move on to the negatives on the Robinhood platform, and it is actually the third time they tried to launch in the UK, which is a little bit worrying. The first time was back in 2020 before it collapsed, and then they actually tried to make a bid to take over a trading app called Ziglu in 2022, and that also did not go through. So it is the third time they have decided to come to the UK. Hopefully this time round everything's okay and there's no further issues. There is no ISA available currently, which is a big disappointment, as most people want to have an ISA account to be as tax efficient as possible. And on Robinhood, this is not currently available. So it would be a general investing account that you would be opening up. So you're going to be a lot more liable to paying taxes. There's also no SIP available, which again, a real big negative for UK investors, especially as you'd have hoped that they'd have had at least either the SIP or the ISA. Who knows, later down the line they may come into it, but right now, unfortunately, it's not available. And the US ETFs are not supported in the UK, so you don't actually have access to any of them. All the UK equivalents are very limited and also not available. So, for example, I've had a little look on there, and obviously when you search up VU, which is the American S&P 500 ETF, you cannot purchase it because it is a US ETF and they're not supported. But when you try and search for VUSA, which is the Vanguard USA, which is the UK equivalent ETF that would be available on all of the platforms such as Free Trade, Trading 212, Vanguard, that is also not available. So again, a little bit disappointing on the flat front. So it's mainly going to be stocks that you'd be getting within the Robinhood platform rather than ETFs. And not only ETFs aren't available, but there's also no access to margins or option trading yet. You can do that if you live in America, but over here in the UK, they do not have access to them, although they have said that the regulators are looking to bring it in. How soon will that come in? Well, time will tell with that one. It could be as soon as the next few weeks, as they've just launched it and they really want to get that out there, as they know that they'll be attracting a lot more customer base, but it might be something that takes a little while for them to actually get through the regulation side. I'm not sure how that'll go down with the regulators and stuff like that. So that is all the negatives that I have brought to you today. And my conclusion overall, I've just tried to touch on the major points today, keep it short and sweet. So, do your own research and see which one's best suited for yourself. But what I've gathered from Robinhood is that the release in the UK is great because it's going to be more competition moving forward. So it's going to definitely benefit us investors, as it can lead to more competitive prices from their competitors, with Robinhood offering some of the best rates and being a reliable app. So this is more than likely going to only help when comparing with competitors such as AJ Bell, Hargreaves and Lansdowne. They've got quite high fees, so trading applications like that may have to look to reduce them because some of their users may be leaving their base and moving across. However, in my eyes, Trading 212 is still the king. All right, it's definitely still the best one out there in my opinion. Most of the great points made about Robinhood, they're already existing with Trading 212, and some are even arguably better with Trading 212. So, for example, the cheap fees and no ISA fees on Trading 212. You don't even get access to an ISA on Robinhood, but you get no ISA fees on Trading 212, and then cheap fees elsewhere, which is the same as Robinhood is. And you get a much wider range of ETFs on Trading 212. As well as this, Robinhood allows fractional shares and 24-hour trading days, but that's also already available on Trading 212. And the 5% interest on uninvested cash, although is really, really attractive and nice, it's actually currently at 5.2% in Trading 212, and that's for both your GIA account and ISA account. I still strongly recommend, though, that you were to create an account and take advantage of the free shares you can actually receive right now when signing up. Like I say, there's no harm in having an account. Just put $1, $5, $10, whatever you fancy in there. Get yourself a free share. You don't even need to invest that cash, so you can just put $1 in and leave it, and you'll still get a free share. And you can actually pick the share yourself, so you can pick out of a good range of different stocks. And on top of this, I do believe it would potentially be a good alternative to have an account in there so that you can hold some separate stocks away from your main portfolio. So, for example, if I was to have some riskier or sort of fun investments, and I didn't really want those to be part of my main portfolio and sort of skew the numbers up, you could put them in your account on Robinhood. And the benefits on Robinhood are much, much better than a lot of other brokerages. So you're going to get a lot better than the likes of AJ Bell, Hargreaves and Lansdowne, even Free Trade. Now you have to pay for your ISA over there, and there's for the premium. So you're going to still get a few more perks that are better off on Robinhood. And I do believe, one day potentially they may be able to compete a little better with Trading 212, and who knows, they may be the best in the UK one day. So yeah, that's my overall opinion on it. Like I say, I have already made an account. I have made a little bit of investment in there, and I will be probably continuing to add some funds into there just so that I have got something away from my main account and I can sort of have a little bit of fun in there, maybe buy some stocks that are a little bit higher risk, some maybe AI stocks. But for the most part, I would still recommend, if you don't have any account, get yourself on Trading 212 as it has got the best rates across the board. So I hope you enjoyed this little video on Robinhood, and if you'd like any more, please let me know down in the comment section below. If you have any questions on this, let me know and I'll try my best to answer. And this is the Geordie Pig Investor, over and out.